You know what? People will actually be furious. And I mean furious. Furious. I'm working on my English accent. Can you tell? People will actually be mad, so furious, upset, angry that you look this good, babe. And it doesn't happen. It only happens once in a lifetime. I was a Real Housewife. I had the tagline. They say that this face is aging gracefully, but I say beauty is timeless. Curry!
My love is your love is mine.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Whitney and welcome back to Whitney's Mayhem. If you're new here, do not forget to hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to your girl. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all.
Hey. How y'all doing?
I know, who do I think I am? Leaving for all this time, then trying to come back into the camera.
Oh, why is you here?
So sorry, I've disappeared for a little second, but we're back like we never left. Hello. Boom, back on your screen. We do that. We pop in, we pop out, but I'm gonna learn to just continue to pop out. That makes sense. We're gonna continue to pop out. Cause I mean, I know.
Turn this on. Turn it on!
But we are back with another video. Today's a little bit different. I don't normally do makeup and I'm not a makeup guru. This is not a makeup channel by any means. But I just kind of want to give you guys a little tidbit of what I kind of like to do when I go out. This is the face that the niggas see. This is that face. This is that face where I'm just like, I can get any man I want.
Where the hood niggas at? Where's the hood niggas at?
And I will get whatever man I want. Like, but I don't want y'all for real. Like, type shit. Like, so if you're interested in seeing today's video and how I basically went from this to this, just keep on watching.
So to start, I kind of just pull my hair back. My skin is already prepped and very much moisturized. So I just immediately go for this dangerous duo, and that is the Anastasia Brow Wiz and the gel pomade. Really in this step, I'm not necessarily doing my brows. I'm just kind of getting them into position. Definitely recommend this if you haven't tried it already. Love this stuff. So next, I reached for my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love this primer personally. It's the only primer I've ever used, and it's tacky, moisturizing. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already tried it, but yeah, this is the only primer I use. So at this point, we have all heard of this beautiful foundation, and that is the NARS Radiant Foundation. Oh my God, all the TikTok girlies have been shouting this and I was ignoring it. I don't know why, but finally one day I tried it. Oh, quick second. I use a dense brush to blend out my foundation. Personally feel like it gives me a lot more coverage and it doesn't take up a lot of product. And I use a bit of a refresher spray just to keep my face moisturized. Key to a flawless face is a moisturized face and a clean face. So make sure you're taking care of your skin too. But back to what I was saying. First of all, let's stop. Look at that coverage. Look at it. Look at that blend. Wow. Like, are we stupid? Are we dumb? Like, we can't be. If you don't have this foundation, you need to make your way to your nearest Sephora. Ask one of the girls, one of the guys, whichever, to order it or get your ass in line and get it, okay? Yeah. Okay, so moving on, we're doing contour. These are the three things I use to contour my face. One is the LA Pro Girl Concealer in a darker shade, and the other is this Revlon double end stick that I got from Ulta. I like to just apply it to the areas that I like to contour. I don't really contour my nose, but I do like it to be like a lot more defined, especially like my nose bridge. So I guess you can say I contour my nose, but yeah, I like it to look very, very defined. Not trying to necessarily change the shape, but a lot more defined, very much structured. You get? Put it under my chin here. Yeah, we apply it. And I use this little brush, also a little dense, and I blend upward. That's what one of the TikTok girlies were shouting at me too. Blend upward, don't blend down, because it creates this weird, awkward shadow. Whereas if you blend upward, it kind of gives you that definition that you're looking for. And that's all I'm looking for. Like, just effortless, seamless definition. And we're just going to keep blending that out. On camera, it doesn't look like it's doing much, but trust me, it is. I can see it. So don't, if it doesn't seem like your contour is doing too much, obviously don't overdo it. I really don't like to overdo it. I already have like high cheekbones and stuff. So the whole purpose really is to just emphasize that. But yeah, I also saw this little trick on TikTok too. The girl doing like this circle motion with her brush. And I actually liked how it came out. So I thought I would try that today too. So, of course, going in with the Born This Way concealer. My friend told me about this. All the TikTok girlies were shouting this. And I don't know why I was fucking ignoring it. Like, what are you doing, babe? Like, go and get this concealer. When I say full coverage and a little goes a long way, a little goes a long way. And it's so nice. Oh my gosh. Now, the way in which I apply my concealer is suited for my facial structure. So obviously do what caters to your face shape. But this is just the way in which I put it on. And one thing I've learned is to allow that concealer to dry down. That's another tip the TikTok girlies have given me. Let it dry down a little bit. Don't go and immediately blend it out, because it's not going to give you that flawless under eye. It's not going to give you that full coverage sometimes. And previously I was using Tarte, and obviously that one dries down a little bit faster, so I was prone to blend it out quickly as possible. But with this concealer, you don't have to do that. And as y'all can see here, I'm going in with the Juvia's palette bronzer for my face, and I'm just applying it to those areas that I applied my contour. I love bronzer. Honestly, I prefer it over contouring, but contouring kind of just helps me kind of lay the foundation as to where the bronzer will sit. So yeah, love this stuff. Love. Yum. Now at this point, I grab this dense brush, and I like to use this to blend out my concealer first. I do the brush and then a sponge, and I just kind of go in, do the reverse contour, of course. I love doing this technique. I feel like it really helps me with my contour. And then I blend out my under eye areas. I personally, like I said, like to use a brush first before I use a sponge. It just kind of helps to blend everything out the way I want it to blend out, which without the loss of product. And I'm just kind of blending that all out now. And of course, getting that chin area. It looks crazy right now, but just give it a second. So another trick I learned from the TikTok girlies, thank you, is spraying my sponge with setting spray. I personally use the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I just love how it blends it out even more. I feel like the sponge goes in and collects that excess product that may be there, and it just helps to just blend it out. So definitely try this if you haven't. I also now have applied a lighter concealer. I applied the Tarte concealer, and as y'all can see, I'm going back in with the Juvia's palette bronzer, because you can never have too much bronzer personally, but that's just my opinion. I'm just waiting on the Tarte to dry down a bit, and as y'all can see, I'm going back in with my foundation brush to kind of just blend those edges where the concealer and contour meet. I spray my sponge again, and I get a different sponge this time, and I just blend out that Tarte concealer, and yeah, it just blends it out so nicely. That trick with the setting spray plus the sponge, yeah, I really like that one, and I feel like if you haven't tried it, you should definitely give it a go. Now look at me, I'm feeling myself now. Yeah, we loading. This is one of my favorite steps in my makeup routine, and that is using the Laura Mercier powder. I take some of that powder, do it just like Aaliyah said, and dab the rest off on my hand. If you know who I'm talking about, you know I'm talking about Aaliyah's face. Yes, ma'am. Dab the excess on the back of my hand, and I go in and I set my under eye, and look at that. Do you see how snatched? Like, and I mean snatched. Oh my God, I love this part of my routine. Like, it just lets me know, like, if this part is fucked up, it's time to wipe it off and start over. But 9 times out of 10, oh my gosh, yes. The TikTok girlies, of course, put me on to a new brand, and that is Rare Beauty. This is literally legit one of my favorite cream blushes I've ever used. I just love the way it blends out. And personally, yeah, it's it. If you haven't tried it, definitely try it. I'm going to also list all the products that I use down below, and so y'all know the names of them if you want to go out and get them. But yeah, I just kind of use this fluffy brush here to blend out the blush to the apples of my cheek. I love blush. Once I discovered blush like 2 years ago, like kind of during COVID, I haven't looked back. I love to look red. I already have a naturally red undertone, and I just love to bring it out. So yeah, I love blush. This is like one of my top tier favorite steps of my routine. And now I'm taking that bronzer and I'm going in kind of in that area between the space of my eye and where my nose bridge meets. I kind of like to emphasize that area a lot. It kind of helps my nose contour, if you will, look more defined. So I really concentrate the product there, and then I disperse it onto my eyelid. I don't really do eye makeup. It's just really that's the only thing I really apply to my eye, to be quite honest. And then I go down my nose bridge just to emphasize what's already been done. Okay, so this is one of the final steps in my routine. I kind of just go back in and I bake a little bit. I don't really bake for too long because I don't want any like harsh lines, and I don't want anything to get too cakey. But I kind of do the blend, set, bake, that trend that's been going on TikTok, and personally I feel like it works really well. So if you haven't seen that, you should check it out. It's the blend, set, and then bake, and yeah, it works every single time, and I just love the way it looks. And I kind of use this fluffy brush here to kind of sweep everything away, all that powder away. And then I go back in with my foundation brush to kind of just blend out those harsh lines. Sometimes when I bake for too long under my cheekbone, it kind of leaves like this harsh line. So I like to use my foundation brush to help with that. Okay, so this is the final step in my routine, and that is using this Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Honestly, this is the only setting spray I use at this point, and there's a reason for it. My face doesn't move, and y'all, summer is quickly approaching, so go get yours. Hello.
Okay, so that pretty much wraps up today's video. I did my eyebrows and lip off camera, and my lashes off camera because I'm not one of them. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do for my face. It really doesn't take that long, as y'all can see, and she comes out looking good every single time. No problem, every single time. Yep, that's just how I do it. That's just how I come out. I come out looking natural, very glazed and very bronze, and that's what I like to look like, honestly. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, do not forget to leave a comment down below. I'm also still learning my routine and stuff, so if y'all can leave some tips and tricks in the comments, please let me know, because it's some things that I'm still trying to learn along the way. I like what I have right now, but there's always room for improvement. So if you have any tips or anything, Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. But yeah, I'm about to go eat. I'm about to go do something. Probably about to go out because yeah, we look good and why waste it? So I will definitely catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys. Well, actually it's really see you later because there's really no buys around here.